are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Austin Bats and the Chicago Blues. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Play fake. McConnell. We're connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. To throw. McConnell. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off about the 31. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Following the interception, Love. Oh, he's going to take a shot, and that's caught inside the 30. Chicago! A big play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good to make it 7-0.
Is good. Makes the score Blues 7. That's nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Ball carrier.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, scored, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, McConnell. And this is going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
He's across midfield.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Love now. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
By Brian Burns.
Brian Burns in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. On 3rd down, Love. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Austin Bats and the Chicago Blues. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
First time here with Brown. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Oliver made the
officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. McConnell. And right away, he lost the football. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, McConnell. And that is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys. You've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Jacobs to start the drive. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
The tackle made.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Derek Nottie on the tackle. A loss of 2.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw on 3rd down. No. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And here's a fair catch to the 4-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, McConnell. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Austin.
Operating from the gun, McConnell. With the left side, it's complete. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On first down, McConnell. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down, Bats.
Off the play fake. McConnell. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, McConnell. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
4th down.
An ambitious effort, but it's well short, and this will remain a scoreless game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Love. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Love with it. Looking outside him, he's got a man. That's Carter. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. To the air again, Love. And that'll be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again, Love. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. First down, going to the air with Love. Looking sideline, incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be second down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target. And now it's second down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. McConnell. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And then will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On first down, Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. This is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Here's Love. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun. Love. And that is incomplete here.
Love certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
From the gun to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Cliff Kingsbury here on 4th down trots out the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. To the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
A 3-yard.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And an Austin first down.
Off the bootleg. McConnell. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. And now the throw taken in by Chark. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in.
Passes and they're going that fast. Any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's Gross. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Brown on the carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
They'll take over.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. 20, 10, 5, and he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Blues 14. That's nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
And 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, McConnell. Now a strip. He loses the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Operating from the gun. McConnell. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
That's out to the left and complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, McConnell. He's going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll try and run it in with Brown, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
It's a gain of 2, and it will be the final act of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On 1st and 10, Love. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Love. Over the middle, complete. That's Carter. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. All told, they get 13 yards on that play. will throw again here with Jordan Love. That'll be complete to Cook. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Let's get that swagger, y'all. Let's get that swagger.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fielded in the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. The pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Now Brown. A big kick that time, 52 yards.
1st down and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
It is such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. But what do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 36-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, McConnell. And he'll let it, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! DJ Chark. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25. Dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on now is the punter as he's on to punt for Chicago. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
10 at the 25-yard line.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McConnell. To the left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Bats.
Quick throw complete to Chark. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
2nd and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
To throw on 3rd down. McConnell throwing middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Gain of 19
yards that time for number 19. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun. McConnell. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Through 28 his rookie year, that's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Love. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Third and long for Love. Throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. With it is Brown. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5.
At their own 45-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
Back to the air on second down. McConnell, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point forthcoming. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll run on first down. It's Young, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. From the gun, McConnell. And his throw here is incomplete.
Intended for number 24. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, McConnell. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. All back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Off play action. McConnell. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught at the 20. And touchdown. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to take the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10.
And the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down.
The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Operating from the gun, Love. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taken from just outside the 30.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
At their own 43-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, McConnell. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Brown. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Taken down.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength. I know you got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
Is good.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, and that won't beat us.
And he'll be brought
decision to bring it out of the end zone. Not a good one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
At the 15-yard line.
Throwing. Love. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
He'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
To throw on third down. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so that's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Operating from the gun. Love got his open man. It's Carr. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Love. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st. On play action. Love to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Pats 34, Blues 28.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Here's Brown. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 3rd down, McConnell. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Love looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Carter. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, I'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. A huge play there for Chicago. 45 yards. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with the clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. One last shot now for Love. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Top of the 46. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final score, Pats.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for our visitors, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.